Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about a very sensitive topic, especially for parents. Parents have to be on their guard. You may be a parent and you have good intentions for your children, but you know something? Good intentions are not enough. As a parent, you have to be more watchful, you have to be more observant, you have to be more discerning. That is very important, to have a spirit of discernment, to be able to discern a situation and to discern an environment. So after this time out, I'll be talking about my experience as a child, some things I was exposed to. Secretly dealing with what the society considers shameful? Or are you tormented by your thoughts? Or do you just want to learn from the experience of others? I am Ethel Modia, a trained behavior coach and certified mentor. And here on the Behavior Hug YouTube channel, you will get that objective perspective that you so desperately need. Your life and purpose shouldn't be left to chance. It's time to get intentional. My childhood was beautiful to a large extent, and I'm really grateful to my parents because they did the best that they could to look after me. But there were certain things that happened while I was growing up, and I'm going to mention just one today. Maybe as we go on in this channel, I'll have a reason to talk about others, but I'll just talk about one today, and I'll give the story how it happened and the circumstance, okay? So I had this neighbor as a child. I had this neighbor that I would go to their house. Then I was between maybe 8, 9, 10. I can't really remember how old I was, but it's not like these days where you have parents, these days parents, especially from the middle class, they are not so eager to allow their children go out, go out like that. But at that time, my neighbor was living on the same street or a street behind us, but I could pass the back gate of my house and go to visit. So I went to the house, and you know how children are. She was like 2 or 3 years younger than me. And whatever happened, we had an altercation. You know how children are. Any little thing, people get offended, and we were fighting. So as we were fighting, they had this cousin that came. It was during the long holidays, I think. A cousin came. He wasn't staying with the state we were staying in. He came from another state, and he was about 16, 17. So he was around and we were fighting. Suddenly, as we were fighting, he held me, and next thing I knew, this guy kissed me. As in, it wasn't like an innocent kiss. No, it wasn't anything like that. He kissed me, and it was kind of strange to me. But at the same time, I wasn't sure how I should react. And before I could actually react, the guy stopped, or somebody was coming, or something happened. And for the rest of the holiday, I just avoided my friend's house. I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell my brothers and sisters. I think some of them will just be hearing this for the first time. I don't think I've ever told anybody. I didn't tell anybody about the incident that happened. And even when I went to the house later, maybe the next time, the mom or the dad was like, we've not been seeing you. And they didn't know exactly what happened. So the truth is that children, this is just I'm just giving a mild example. There are other examples of things that happen, of things that we got aware of as children that we shouldn't have gotten aware of even at that age. Things we got aware of and all that, and some things it led to. So as time goes on, if there's a need, we'll have to highlight these things. But what I'm just trying to say, especially to parents, is that even when your child is not with you for 10 minutes, that 10 minutes is enough to change the trajectory of that child's life. Sometimes when you see somebody as an adult doing certain things, you say, oh, this person is promiscuous, this person does not have self-control, they're always sleeping around, or they are doing one thing or the other. They may have childhood stories or experiences that are not anything to write home about. Now, I'll give another example.